worst third quarter. So, it works in ebbs and flows, but at the end of the day, I'm proud of our group for staying with it.
What was going right in the first half before that you hadn't been doing as much before?
I don't even think we were necessarily doing anything differently. That Georgia game, as an offense, we thought we were playing great offense. We just couldn't finish the ball. We thought Dobson had a really good game, and maybe besides finishing the ball, we didn't really do that extremely well last game. But our offense overall, we were getting great looks. So just try to continue that and just focus on making the right reads and changing up our shots, and we started to fall.
It seemed like everybody got a kick out of Dane getting off the schneid with a goal that really wasn't supposed to be a shot. What were you guys?
Well, that was a shot.
What were you guys saying after that one?
I don't know. I was in the penalty box, which I gotta stop making a habit of that. Been doing that, way too much lately. I gotta do a better job of, not putting myself in those positions. And but no, yeah, it was good to see Danner get one of those to fall. He's such a great person, leader, teammate. You would never know that he was having a scoring slump or whatever guys want to call it, because he's just the best in the locker room and super positive all the time.
How much of a relief is that for a shooter when you finally break through and get out of that slump?
It's nice. Those ones are tough because you want to be one that you want. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when those go, sometimes you feel like, oh, I might have 7 tonight. So that's going, anything's going. So it was good to see him smiling, and I was pounding the glass on the opposite side. So I was fired up for him.
You talk through that first goal. Did you see Dane go down, and it looked like a pretty aggressive shot out of you from the top?
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. I just saw him laying on the ground. And at first, I was just trying to set a pick on someone. And then, I saw we were 6-on-5, and he was still laying on the ground. So I was kind of pissed off and just fired it. And, more still frustrated about that hit than anything. I don't really remember the shot, to be honest. I was more worried about Dane. More so just trying to, get a stoppage so that we could get someone on before.
I assume, Josh, you've never seen 3 shorthanded goals in the same major penalty before. Was that a flaw or just one of those things, or a little both? Or?
Yeah, that whole run really started with Dane and I making a stupid decision. We tried to do something on the 4-on-3 that we don't normally do, and we talked about it, and we were kind of hemming and hawing about it, and we're like, well, let's try it, and it ended up backfiring on us, and that's something that just can't happen for us. Dane and I know that, our offense knows that, but also I'm sitting there looking for a rebound, and the other guy's waiting at the far end, and we leave Matty out to drive, and he's playing lights out. It's unfair for us. It's unfair for us to do that to the defense, especially when they're playing so great, and it kind of starts that little run to come back. So we gotta be better.
While you don't want to give up that kind of a run, though, what can you say about the fact that you guys didn't let it get too out of control and you got out of that quarter still up by 4?
Yeah. Like I said, proud of our group, right? Because as soon as they kill that 5-minute, they also score on it, 3 times. We then go and take a 5, I believe, right after, and all of a sudden we're killing a penalty, and so 10 minutes of absolute mayhem. But we really didn't lose our composure too much. Stuff like that happens. You can kind of feel the game starting to slip a little bit. Definitely very proud of our guys for staying calm, riding the ebbs and flows of the game, and ultimately coming up with.
Did you get a sense around the team, Josh, that the possibility of going 1-3 was something of a motivational factor today, or is it too early to worry about those things?
Listen, a lot of people talk about records, right? For me personally, I'm someone who, I don't believe in looking at our record. When we're going into the playoffs and it's a one and done, are we looking at our record? When we're going to, a championship game, are we looking at what we did in the past? No, right? So every weekend, it doesn't really matter what your record is. You're trying to go 1-0 on the weekend. It's really that simple. So, I think we need to have that mindset going forward. And I think that's what we've done in the past. So, yeah, no, personally, we don't let that get to us.
John said this was a team that in the past had kind of had your number, maybe a year or so ago, then you beat them in the finals and got this win. How have you been able to kind of flip that matchup around?
Yeah, I think obviously Wardo's an incredible goalie, MVP caliber player, and their defense plays to his strengths, right? So we're not used to that. A lot of the style of play that we play against normally is a lot of pressure over the top, right? So forces you to carry down, try to get over the top, and things happen, and goalies don't really stand out top of the crease too much, whereas they're really the exact opposite, and they just want to pack it in. And they let you have that that soft spot shot where you're shooting around 2-3 guys, and you're close to the cage, so it feels like a good shot. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think we kind of got back to playing our game and attacking and using our athleticism, which really was kind of the difference, and not focusing on just trying to get quick sticks all the time and all that, not moving our feet. So yeah, proud of our guys.
Hey Josh, I'm still learning the lacrosse. I've only been a fan following it for 2 years. What I've noticed about this league is no lead is ever safe. And also I wanted to ask your thoughts on how important Matt Vince was, especially in that first period against our first quarter against Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, this league, this sport is such a beautiful game because you're never truly out of it. Dating back to our first game against Albany, we were down 14-12 with 4 minutes left, and I'm looking up and I'm like, we're gonna win this game still. You kind of have that feel. So yeah, it's kind of a crazy way to play and to try to get that out of your mind, especially when you're up. But to touch on what you said about Vino, it's crazy because sometimes you watch him and it's like he's just in that flow state. Yeah, nothing's getting past him. Like no matter what they throw at him, they're giving him everything under the kitchen sink, and he's just standing on his head. And as for us as an offense to watch that, it gives us energy. Makes us want to battle. That's why, giving up that 5 minute those 3 shorthanded goals really, that frustrated us a lot because how great he was. It feels like we let him down. It's kind of like when your dad's disappointed in you. He's not angry. It's just you feel bad.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Josh.
Thanks, guys.